Hey guys, what's going on? So today I have an album review for PUSTULATED with PATHOGNOMIC PURULENCY. So first of all, I know again it has been a while since I've made a video. I've just had a lot of shit going on, life, fucking school, work, and then in my free time, fucking music. I just made that Hostile Deviancy EP, which thank you for everybody who's been sharing that around a lot lately. It means a fucking lot. I'm really proud of how that EP came out. And it was that, Flesh Mangled, friends, girlfriend, fucking. I have a lot of shit going on right now, and I just don't have as much time or motivation to make videos all the time like I used to. But I'm not quitting or anything like that. It's just kind of more of a once in a while sort of thing for me right now. I'm almost done with school. I have finals that I'm almost done with this week. I only have like one more to do. So after that, I should have some more time to hopefully make more videos if I'm feeling it, but we'll see. But I thought I'd knock out a quick little review right now because I've been listening to this EP a lot lately. But anyways, if you don't know PUSTULATED, super fucking extreme rural death metal band from Tennessee. This is their first EP, came out in 2002. I believe they dropped like a demo before this the same year that I've listened to. They also have a full length after this, which isn't nearly as good as this in my opinion, but it's still decent. And then they have another, I think it's either another full length or another EP that came out after. I haven't listened to that one yet. I probably should, but anyways, this band is most well known for their vocals, which are fucking insane, really ahead of their time. These guys, as well as bands like, Orchidectomy and even Putridity, although Putridity was just a little bit later, Enmity, bands like of this caliber were really influential to like the current wave we have now with like New Standard Elite, bands like Ecchymosis and shit like that. But this is definitely one of the most brutal bands of this era of like early 2000s brutal death metal. Not quite like a hidden gem per se. It's pretty popular within the brutal death metal community, but it's definitely not as popular as it should be in my opinion. And yeah, it's a shame this band doesn't have a bigger discography, but this is definitely the best thing that they ever put out, and it's their most popular release for good reason. So yeah, super extreme brutal death metal. It's really blasty, but like a lot of the New Standard Elite bands, like most notably Ecchymosis, this band mixes in like really dumb slams and chugs and stuff like that are super slow and mid-paced between all the super fast, crazy, blasty parts, which is something I really appreciate, because as much as I love like maze-like crazy brutal death metal, I like a good fucking groove or just fat, meaty sort of riffs in between that really help with the build-up and stuff like that, and it makes it a lot more energetic and exciting to listen to. This is just a very balanced release in that regard, because as blasting and as intense as it is, all the slams and like breakdowns and stuff like that really make it like 10 times heavier in my opinion. But anyways, this band also has Chad Wallace, who was on the first two Broadkin albums on drums, and you can definitely tell the style of drumming is very similar, although his drumming on here in my opinion is a lot tighter than it was in Broadkin. I love his drumming on like Festival of Death because it's like crazy fast. But admittedly, it's very fucking loose, and he plays almost as fast on here as he does on Festival of Death. This is very blasty, but it's not like fucking, I don't know, it's not quite like Putridity levels of speed, but it's definitely up there in terms of speed. I'd say it's faster than Instruments of Torture by Broadkin, but it's not quite as fast as Festival of Death. It has moments where it's about as fast, but there's moments on Festival of Death that are a little faster. But it's pretty blasty though. Guitar riffs, fucking a lot of pinch harmonics and stuff like that, and a lot of really super down-tuned, simple, like power chord chugs, just super heavy sounding. Now, the best part of this band, no questions asked, is the vocals. PUSTULATED is most well known for their vocals because they're these like, they're frog vocals like you would get with a band like, Reputulation or fucking, who else? Like, Moral Decay, but they're like super fucking low and really big and like bloated sounding. And when I say bloated, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean very like stomachy sounding. I don't really know how to explain it, but if you've heard these vocals, you know what I mean. Just really fucking like monstrous and scary sounding, and really, really gross sounding. I know everyone describes fucking death metal nowadays. It's like, oh, it's so fucking disgusting and nasty or whatever, but like this shit actually feels gross, these vocals. In a similar way to like Devourment's, classic fucking Molesting the Decapitated, where the vocals almost make for like an atmosphere. That's what the vocals are like on here. They have a really strong presence and create this just really fucking disgusting sickening sort of mood on this EP that I really love. But anyways, enough of my bickering. I forgot to show the album cover and everything. So it's pretty simple, nothing horribly offensive or terrifying. It's just this like emaciated body kind of hanging in this like cave, which the way I describe it sounds a lot cooler than it looks. It's not a bad album cover, it's neat, but it's nothing like, if I saw this I'd be like, yeah, this looks okay, without listening to it. But yeah, and then you got the side text, which doesn't show up on camera very well because it's pretty dark. It's just the album title, Pathognomic Purulency. The spine, and there's the back. This is a reissue put out at some point by Gorgiastic Records. Yeah, 2004 reissue, so this came out like 2 years after the album originally came out in 2002, fucking year I was born. But anyways, really short EP though. It's like just barely over 11 minutes long. But there are bonus tracks on this version. There's like 3 of the 4 songs that are on the EP are just like hidden tracks, like demo versions. But I usually turn it off after the last song because the demo versions are like about the same, but just the drumming isn't as good. I can't tell if it's like a drum machine or just Chad Walls, his drumming wasn't as good on the demo, or if they had a different drummer or something, I don't know. But again, his drumming really is another great part of this EP though, because there's a lot of really awesome little drum fills that are really swift sounding and very just like, I don't know how to explain it. It sounds very agile and like deadly in a way that really adds to the brutality of just these simple slams and stuff, but with these cool drum fills underneath, it really makes it satisfying to listen to. But yeah, here's the back of the booklet. If I remember correctly, it's not even a booklet, it's just a little, it's just a little slip. There's the disc. I don't know why the disc is like pink or like magenta or whatever fucking color you want to call it when the album cover is like orange, but I think it looks cool at least. What's this? There's just like a close-up in black and white of the guy from the album cover behind the disc. But yeah, a lot of energy on here. I really love how much low end there is on here. I don't know what tuning they play in, but there's some bands where it's like they'll have super down-tuned chugs and stuff like that, but the way it's mixed, it doesn't really pop out very much. But on here, when this band does, especially on the track Forensic Torture, it's my favorite song on here, there's this one really simple, just stomping fucking riff that's like really simple slam. It's just like a couple chords. It's sort of just dun 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 dun, and there's like pinch harmonics and shit. That riff, when you like, play it pretty loud in your stereo or headphones or wherever, you can just feel the like low end kicking, and it hits so good. There's so much energy on that track. This band also has a lot of really catchy like trem riffs over the blasty parts that really stick in your head. The guitar tone and just all the pinch harmonics on here really do like, they're really earwormy and memorable. That's another thing I like about this band, is they're like super fucking brutal, but they're just as memorable as a lot of the slightly less brutal bands from around this era, which is something I really like about this release. But I don't have much else to say about it. It's just a really short and sweet brutal death metal EP from the early 2000s. And if you like a lot of the modern brutal death metal stuff that's like, super extreme and blasty with, pingy snares and shit, and the super fucking low vocals, and you haven't heard this, definitely pay your dues and fucking check this out, because it's super influential and honestly a little underrated. Another little thing I'd like to point out about this fucking CD, whoever pre-C on this, there's like a little sticker on there, and there's still a residue from that, and I hate trying to get it off, because when I scratch it, it gives me like goosebumps, because it's so gross. Or not because it's gross, but it's like a texture, it's like a sandpapery like texture thing. Funny little thing. Anyways, but yeah, just thought I'd do a quick review of this. I can't think of much else to say about it really. If you like super low frog style vocals, a lot of pinch harmonics, and if you're a fan of early Brodikins drumming, if you like fucking slams, if you like Orchidectomy, this is pretty comparable to Orchidectomy in my opinion, but it's not nearly as like technical. But yeah, if you just like crazy brutal death metal, then I could probably say that for just about any album I review on this channel. But if you like that kind of brutal death metal, you'll love this. And honestly, I think I'd give it like a 9 out of 10. I wish that this EP was a full length, honestly. That's the only complaint I can make, really. Other than that, great fucking release though. So yeah, Postulated with Pathognomic Purulency, definitely fucking check it out. Give it like a 9 out of 10. But yeah, that's it for this video though. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.